Well, it was something I was doing for my country. We've got a great country here, greatest country in the world. For us young boys to go over there and fight a war like we fought, and we fought it.
Pete Gegier, a York County resident, recalls his experience in the military. On this 70th anniversary of the D-Day invasion, Mr. Gegier talks about his own experience when he stormed Omaha Beach as if it were yesterday.
First, we picked these men up in the evening in England, and we went across the channel, and we sat in the channel until it was almost daybreak, and then we went in on the first wave. Now as we lowered this ramp, all these men got killed. You've seen this all happen. They got killed, just shot down like pieces of paper.
He was only 18 when he enlisted in the Army and soon found himself involved in the D-Day invasion. His job was to help transport troops from deeper waters closer to the shore. Gegier says it was a terrifying experience for those involved.
There are a lot of fellows, and each time we took them in and said, if there's a God, please save us. Yes, that's what they said. And it was tough because we didn't have to stand a chance. The Germans had great stuff.
For some men, it was too much.
Sometimes you had to make them go off, that was the saddest part. You had a couple young boys that wouldn't go off the ramp. And we had to push them off because we had to go get another load. We couldn't fool around. No way could we fool around. Our job was to get these men in there as fast as we could get them in there. Even though they were getting shot down, our job was to get them men in there as fast as we could.
With all the horror of that day, Gegier remembers the strength of the Allied forces.
It was the greatest thing in the world to see all these landing crafts coming from England. The whole channel was just loaded with landing crafts.
He says the hard work wasn't done after the invasion on June 6, 1944. Once the surviving troops gained control of the beaches, a hole had to be blown in the cliffs of Normandy and a roadway cleared for tanks and supplies.
Do you realize that those men didn't eat nothing, didn't drink nothing, but kept on going? We didn't eat nothing or anything either for a couple days. For their lives are keeping on going and going. They just never stop.
Of course, Gegier has a few funny stories to share. One of his most memorable experiences was cooking for his platoon for the first and last time.
My officer was sick in a quarter and half of the other guys were sick. And he told me to go in and make a meal. I said, me? I said, I never cooked anything in my life. I said, how am I going to cook a meal? Well, he said, go in and try it.
And try he did. Gegier made spaghetti and sauce.
And I served it to these guys. No, my goodness sakes, what happens? They come out of there falling on the deck. He said, what did you do to them? I didn't do nothing to them. I said, I don't know what's the matter with them. I didn't eat that junk. They had their stomachs pumped out. Here I gave them termine poison. Oh my God, they were ready to kill me. We fought a war and we're living through it. And here these guys are coming out there dying. I mean, so now in the church or nothing, they don't let me get near the food. I really poisoned them. There's no doubt about that.
Mr. Gegier turns 89 in July. He says he wants people to remember his piece of the story because there aren't many D-Day veterans like him left. Working for you in York County, Ben Miller, ABC 27 News.